Bitcoin is currently trying to break out above the upper boundary line of this corrective channel. And as you know, I'm still looking for higher in wave C of this wave 2 that we are tracking, that we started to track in July. So I'm personally not convinced yet that the bear market continues from here, that the third wave decline has started. That would require a bit more evidence, which means in this video, we want to talk about the potential for the market to have started the next move up in wave C of 2. I'll start on the higher time frame, and then I will explain to you the main thesis, and I will also show you the smaller time frame. And first of all, I think we're here on the daily chart. Main thesis, main assumption is still that Bitcoin remains in a bear market. However, I think in the short term, there is a case to be made that Bitcoin pushes higher into resistance towards 69 to 72k next. I mentioned in previous updates that my best case is around 76k. Not sure if we get there, but for now this would be the best case. Either way, we have a support area. It is holding. It's between 59,317 and $62,436. This is relevant because as long as this zone is holding, the idea that we are working on a larger corrective bounce in a bear market before we go lower, that still stands and remains valid. And I'm leaning towards that slightly, simply because the market has not broken support. Also, because we have a 5-wave move up from the July low. Also, because the decline from the July high looks very overlapping and corrective in nature. This is in stark contrast to the decline that we saw after the May high, which then led to a further decline. It does look different. It is in contrast to the move down after the January high, which also looked impulsive. It is in contrast to the decline after the October high, which also looked impulsive. So just looking at price structure as such, the move up looks more bullish than what we saw in any of these movements to the upside before. And the decline looks corrective, which means it keeps the door open for another move up, because the structure that we see from the July high, as you will see on a smaller time frame as well, it does look different to all these previous declines, to all these moments when the next decline started. And so, we're also holding support, and Bitcoin really only did the bare minimum in this bounce from the July low. Bitcoin reached our resistance area that we defined for Q3, but really only tested it once and is getting rejected. And then I said to you, well, we might see another dip into the support zone, but this is the orange box where ideally the bulls show up. Now it is interesting because Bitcoin is currently trying to break out above the upper boundary line of this corrective channel. Such an attempted breakout happened already on Friday, the 31st of July, and failed. And I think we should just pay close attention to how Bitcoin is trying to break out. And the very first main resistance would be 66,200 to 66,300 area. Basically the last two swing highs from July and June, and then the 38.2 retracement, and then 69 to 72k. And that means I'm still leaning slightly towards another high. Based on the microstructure I see right now, I don't have a problem with the direct path to the downside, but I just don't trust that Bitcoin has started the decline, because the next decline should be a strong third wave. And that should be quite rapid. Now and then, looking at the shorter time frame, if we go really to the 30-minute chart, you can see the structure of the decline, how it is overlapping in nature, slow, choppy, very controlled. That does look as if we're really in a corrective pullback, which means it's not a new main trend. It's likely just correcting the move up that happened before from the July low. We have the support area here. And as you can see, and this is interesting, Bitcoin is currently trying to break out from the channel. We even have an hourly candle close. I mean, for now, I think this bounce could still be a wave 4. Remember what we said yesterday, ideally Bitcoin should form another high. It did that. And then I said, well, to confirm that we have some kind of a top and for one more low to start here, yeah, maybe for another test of the support area, Bitcoin would need a break below the red line. That hasn't happened yet, which means the local uptrend that we expected remains intact. It is a 3-wave move up. It can still be a wave 4. I mean, if we look at fib resistances, we're now exactly there where such a wave 4 should ideally form a top. These are the next Fibonacci resistances to watch: 64,346 and 64,939. Bitcoin has a complete looking ABC structure to the upside from the low on the 1st of August. But that doesn't mean that the top is in, but it's due, right? So if the white count is correct, then even in the white count in which we're watching for an upside reversal short term, another lower low could occur this week. This will become less likely if we really get a decisive break above this resistance area. Please note that today the stock market looked quite bullish. You see that if we look at the heat map here in our terminal, you see that cryptos, it was a very mixed bag really today. Yeah, last 24 hours, top 150 coins. If we look at the equity sector, then you'll see that the situation is somewhat different. You know, 5% Microsoft, SNDK 6%, mainly green, okay? Mainly green. And I think if we look at the top 250, it might even be more clear. So a lot of the larger stocks pushed higher. I mean, Google 4.4%, yeah, and Amazon 2%, Oracle 9%. And the indices, of course, moved up as well, whereas in crypto, it's basically charts didn't move. But what I want to say is maybe the stock market, which was really quite positive today, avoided or helped Bitcoin avoid another low today. It's just something to keep in mind. So for now, this move to the upside from the August low, from the 1st of August low, is a 3-wave move. It is what this wave 4 could represent. Yes, there is an attempted breakout from the channel. Let's see if the daily candle can also close above the channel. And I think as soon as we break below that red line there, around 63,276, this could indicate the beginning of the 5th wave to the downside. I'll of course keep you updated. Bear in mind that above resistance, we might already have started the C wave up, which is still the base case, that we go higher eventually, but possibly after one more low in the short term. That should give you the roadmap. I hope it was helpful. If you're interested in additional updates, check out our membership. And yeah, thanks so much. Bye-bye. If you are enjoying these analyses and would like to take things a step further, our YouTube membership might be for you. It includes hundreds of exclusive member-only videos, additional posts, priority replies to comments, and the chance to help shape future content by suggesting charts and topics you'd like us to cover. For those who want to go even deeper, our Gold membership also unlocks access to the Discord analysis feed, the MCO terminal, and the Academy. If that sounds like something you'd enjoy, just click the join button below the video. We'd be happy to welcome you as a member.